Hi everyone, welcome to Spirit World Insights. This week, the topic from the spirit world has to do with self-confidence. So last week we talked about understanding that you have a support team of angels and spirit guides around you at all times that are here to help you in your mission on this planet. And today they want to go into the topic of understanding your higher self and understanding the role that your higher self plays in your mission. And the way I'd like to start is how this topic actually was brought through from my spirit guides for me today. And it was through a video that I saw from Ester Hicks where she channels Abraham. And those are available on YouTube if you haven't heard of them before. But it was a video that was entitled "Your Angels, what your angels are trying to tell you, or that your angels have a message for you," something like that. And I'm going to start by just kind of reading some of the information that she brought through in that message, and then I'll let my guides channel from there for the rest of it. So, confirmation of our life, our purpose on this planet is inevitable. I think it's something that every single human being on this planet experiences it. Some of us daily, right? And when we're waiting for confirmation from the spirit world, from the universe, from God, to say, yes, you're doing the right thing. Yes, you're on the right track. Yes, you're making the right decisions. What happens is when we don't start getting that confirmation, we begin to get impatient. But what Ester Hicks was saying as she channeled Abraham was that the impatience actually slows us down in our efforts of manifesting, okay? She says you start focusing on what it is that isn't pleasing you, and it creates hesitation. She said the most deliberate creators are those that find confidence without having evidence. They go based off of an emotional understanding and emotional comprehension, in other words, of what is happening to, with, and for them. Emotional evidence, in other words, instead of a physical, something that your five senses can perceive in a physical sense. It's more emotionally your intention being, or your intuition picking up on it. She says if you need the physical, it's going to slow down time. Satisfaction time is less, and non-evidence is so much more. So when you're seeking satisfaction, the time is less, and then what happens is the non-evidence in time becomes so much more. She says, let go of the need to be patient and focus on being confident that what it is that you desire will actually manifest. You're always, this I thought was actually kind of funny. She goes, you're always on a spiritual path. You can't get off of it. She goes, you're a spirit. You're on a path. You can never not be on your spiritual path. You're on it. I'm like, I was laughing. I was like, oh, it's so true. She goes, but can you let go of your inner being and have it not bother you? I'm going to repeat that. She goes, can you let go of your inner being, your higher self, and have it not bother you? And if you ask yourself that question, it's probably going to be a no. Because here's what she goes on to say. Your inner being will always let you know when you're not in alignment. You can ask, this is kind of funny too. You can ask, let me just be in my negative space for a while. I just want to feel negative. That's where I want to be. And it's like, and the higher self goes, okay, that's fine. You be there. I'll be here. I'll be waiting. And you're like, but I can still feel you. And it's like, yes, because I am you. I am a part of you. You cannot completely separate from your higher self. It is who you are. And so you will always know when you're not in alignment with what's in your highest good. There will always be that beacon, that beacon going, you're not in alignment. You're not in alignment, right? She was also talking about the fact that we block ourselves from the things that we want. And when we do that, she says, stop asking for what you believe isn't coming. That's a very powerful statement, actually. Stop asking for what you believe isn't coming. I don't know about you, but I do that all the time. I have, like many, self-worth issues. And so when you have self-worth issues, you don't believe that you deserve something or that something will manifest, but yet you're still asking for that thing, that experience, right? She goes, instead of focusing on that, focus on something else. She's like, focus on anything else that you do believe, instead of thinking about the things that you don't believe. And she says what happens is that time, again, will stop blocking what it is that you don't believe is coming, and you will begin to manifest and create the things that you do want because you're focused on something other than what you don't believe in. We have a habit of thought. Cross-country skiing, gotta love it. We have a habit of thought where we do things that are not helpful to us. And so she says, just think of something else. She's like, that's actually the key. That's actually the key, is stop arguing for your limitations. Another powerful statement. If we stop arguing for our limitations, then we put ourselves back into alignment with our highest self, with a vortex of experience and energy that is waiting for us, that we have created, The words that I got from my guides this morning when I was thinking about this topic was that, we are here. We all chose to be here as a spirit that existed before it incarnated. And we made a contract to either come and have an experience on this planet or to help in the experience on this planet. And when we do that with the awareness that we are manifesting something that is going to help our spirit continue to raise its consciousness higher and higher and higher into divine consciousness. And the whole game plan is to have the experience. Well, we can't have an experience without having blocks, without having obstacles, without having doubt, because we're on a world of duality, and the experience is a part of having opposites. We can't escape that. We're not meant to escape that. But when we realize, when we accept in confidence that we are here to have the experience, and that it's simply a choice on what you decide to think and focus your consciousness on, then that makes all the difference in the world. Because it is just a choice. What do you choose to think of at this moment in this time? Are you choosing to think of something that you don't have that you wish you had? Are you choosing to think about something that really upsets you and makes you angry? Are you choosing to think of something that challenges you and pushes you to strive? Are you thinking about just being calm and relaxed? Your choice every single moment of every single day. Your choice. Where do you want that to reside? Where do you want your consciousness to reside? Those are levels of vibration and frequency. And when you raise your consciousness, you're raising your vibration and frequency into a level that is closer to that divine consciousness, where there is peace, where there is joy, where there is love, right? I hear the guides go, nobody said it was going to be easy. It wasn't meant to be easy. It was meant to be an experience. But in your experience, the thought is yours. With free will, the thought is always yours. And what they want me to remind you today is to remember that at any time you can change your thought. The truth is when you raise your vibration out of the level of impatience, unconfidence, unworthiness, it's at that moment that you open up the opportunity for something new to reveal itself. Because it's not going to manifest at the vibration that you're currently at if it's low, right? You have to raise the vibration for a new vibration to come in. You won't even see it when you're down there in the pit. You got to raise it up, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I didn't even realize that was over there. But again, I like how she mentions, not to focus on the things that aren't pleasing you. She's like, if you just shift it, just shift that focusedness onto something that is, then you might be surprised that what you really want now has an open door to find its way to get to you. I want to leave you today with that question. Do you argue with your limitations? Do you argue and validate your limitations? How much time? If you do, how much time do you spend each day validating those limitations and giving them power? Yeah? How much power do you give your limitations? I want you to think about that this week. And remember, it's just changing your thought. Focus on something else. Okay, have a good week, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.